Meet Dave. Dave's a nice guy. He's got big dreams and a stack of textbooks. It's 2 a.m. His desk looks like a tornado hit a stationery store. Highlighters everywhere, empty coffee cups, and notes so crumpled they could double as modern art. And what does Dave have to show for it? Nothing! He's reread the same paragraph 17 times, and somehow it still makes no sense. Dave's tired, frustrated, and secretly wondering if his brain is just broken. Sound familiar? Of course it does. Because you're Dave. And Dave's an idiot! Millions of people do the same garbage, wasting hours staring at textbooks, highlighting entire pages like it's their job, and rereading the same thing over and over like a broken record. And you know what? It doesn't work. But here's the real question. Why are you still doing it? Do you think studying has to be painful? That if it doesn't feel like torture, you're not doing it right? Or is it because no one ever taught you how to study effectively? Well, that ends today. Because I'm about to shove some game-changing study hacks into your pigeon brain that are so good, they'll feel like cheating. And no, I'm not talking about sneaking notes into your socks. I'm talking about working smarter, not harder. Step number 1, stop multitasking. You think you're a genius for listening to a lecture while texting your crush and eating a burrito? Guess what? Your brain isn't a supercomputer. It's more like a potato with Wi-Fi. Do one thing at a time. Close the extra tabs, put your phone in another room, and focus. Or enjoy spending 6 hours studying and remembering nothing but the taste of that burrito. You pigeon! Step 2, the Pomodoro technique. No, this is not a fancy Italian pasta dish. It's a time management method so simple that even Dave could do it. But of course, Dave hasn't tried it because he's too busy rereading the same paragraph for the 18th time. Here's how it works. Study for 25 minutes. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times, then take a longer break. And no, your break isn't for scrolling TikTok or stalking your ex. It's for resetting your brain. Stretch, hydrate, or maybe just staring at a wall and questioning your existence. Your brain needs rest to absorb information. Stop marathon studying, like it's the Olympics. You're not winning any medals, just wasting time. You pigeon! Step number 3, active recall. Instead of passively reading your notes like a dead-eyed zombie, you actively test yourself. Here's how. Close the book. Put away your notes. Ask yourself, what did I just learn? And before you start whining, but I don't remember anything. Duh. Of course, you don't. You've been studying like a pigeon. Your brain isn't a sponge. It's a leaky bucket. If you don't actively retrieve information, it's going to fall right through. Active recall forces your brain to work harder and remember longer. How do you do it? Flashcards, blank paper, Anki app? Go for it. Step number 4, spaced repetition, cramming, garbage. If you think shoving everything into your brain the night before will work, you might as well pour water into a cup with no bottom. Instead, spread out your study sessions. Study today, review in 2 days, again in a week, again in a month. This tricks your brain into thinking, oh, this must be important because it keeps showing up. And guess what? Your brain actually remembers it. Cramming equals short-term survival. Spaced repetition equals long-term mastery. Got it? Step number 5. Teach what you've learned. Want to know if you actually understand something? Teach it. I don't care if it's your friend, your cat, or a potted plant. Explain it. If you can't break it down simply, then you don't know it well enough. And if your cat starts judging you, that's a sign you need to study harder. But I don't feel motivated. Oh, so you're waiting for motivation? Good luck. That's like waiting for abs to appear while eating cake. Motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Just start. Once you begin, you'll keep going. And if you don't, at least you did 10 minutes, which is more than yesterday, you lazy genius. Pick one of these techniques and try it today. Just one. Don't overcomplicate it. And if you're sitting there thinking, But what if it doesn't work? Shut up and try it. The only thing standing between you and success. Your own excuses. So, stop being Dave.